What's up, guys? Super Anthony Characters here, and I'm gonna be showing you my artwork. All right, so this artwork is from. So I made all of this in my art class. So in my exploratory class, and my exploratory class is art and STEM. I like art and STEM, and I like the art teacher too, and I like the STEM teacher too. Yeah, yeah, I like my art teacher and I like the STEM teacher because they're nice to me. But yeah, this is all my artwork from school. From yeah, this is the last day. This is the last day of the second marking period. That means that Monday, January 26th, we don't have school because they're doing teacher grading day. But maybe we might have school Tuesday, January 27th. I don't know. But all right, let's begin. So first, this is something that I made in art class, and it was a book that I had to that I got to create. Brandywine Zoo is a zoo located within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware. Well, it is practically located in Brandywine Village. And these are the animals that I drew. This is called a golden lion. This is a scarlet ibis. This is a sandhill crane. And this is a gecko. I hope you guys like my drawing. Yeah, to be honest, I think I did great. Brandywine Zoo is fun because they have a lot of cool animals. This is me, though. And this is my shoe that I won at the zoo. Alright. This is me and my imaginary friend Caesar. And I invited him to the Brandywine Zoo. Oops, I apologize. Made a little mistake. This is me and this is Caesar. This is me and Caesar looking at the mini pond. This is the mini pond and it has fishes in it. This is me and this is Caesar and we're looking at the mini pond. And it has some fishes swimming in the water. Yeah. This is me and Caesar walking on the North Van Buren Bridge. Sorry, I apologize, guys. I forgot to put Van Buren right here, but I did write North Van Buren Street. This is the bridge that we'll be walking on. All right. This is me and Caesar leaving the North Van Buren Bridge. And the Brandywine Creek is right under the North Van Buren Street Bridge. Yeah, that was the end of This book was called Fun Days at this book was called Fun Days at Brandywine Zoo. And I'm the author of the book. This is my first name is Anthony, and the J is the initial for my middle name, and my last name's Tillery, I guess. Yeah, this is one. All right, now let's look at this one. Actually, we'll look at that one later. But let's look at this one. So this is my daily drawing paper. So I drew lights. This is the direction paper that we had to draw. So I drew lights, Christmas lights. I drew a snowman. Yeah, I think my snowman looks good. If it doesn't look good, then I don't know. Well, I think it looks good. This is a present, and this is a candle. I almost thought I forgot to put my name, but I didn't. This is fire. This is hot cocoa. This is a home, and this is my free drawing. This says free draw, and this is where I get to draw whatever I want. Yeah, this is what I drew. I hope you guys like it. All right, now let's do this one now. So this is a record. This is a record, and it's called, and I gave it a name. It's called the Praiseworthy Ram. And a ram is a adult male sheep. And rams are my favorite animals. And you want to know why a ram is my favorite animal? It's because a ram is the animal that is associated with my zodiac sign. So that is why rams are my favorite animals, because a ram is an animal that is associated with my zodiac sign. That's why I like rams so much. Yeah, ram sheeps are my favorite animals. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my record. And I had to put my face on the record, and this is my face. Somebody probably put their stuff on top of my record, so this is why all of this extra stuff is on here. Yeah, somebody probably put their stuff on top of my record. I probably could have moved it out of the way, but I didn't. But then this got on top of it because somebody must have put their stuff on top of my record. Sorry about this. Yeah, and Living Sound, the Longines Symphony Society. I don't know what that says. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you some time to read this. Alright, yeah, I think it said the same thing right here, but I already did my work right here. Yeah, I already I painted on my record, and I think my record looks good, but it's just that somebody must have put their stuff on top of it. So yeah, somebody must have put their stuff on top of my record. So that's probably why all this extra stuff is on there. Yeah, I probably could have moved their stuff, or I probably could have asked them, could they move their stuff, but I didn't. Yeah, so right now, yeah. I think my record looks good, and I think the cover looks good too. The Praiseworthy Ram. And this is the ram symbol. I drew ram symbols. The Aries symbol. That's my zodiac sign, Aries. Alright, this was my record. Alright, I have a lot of art stuff, and I'm actually happy about this. So yeah, I'm really happy that I have a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna show you all this stuff. Alright, now this is my so that other daily drawing that I showed you was the December one. Now this is the January one. I had to draw fireworks, I had to draw an eye, I had to draw snowflakes. Oh, I probably accidentally drew a tree on the snowflake one. Yeah, I made a mistake because I made a mistake. Because it said to draw a tree somewhere. Oh yeah, it says draw a tree right here. But I accidentally drew a tree right here. I made a mistake. But yeah, I made a mistake. I meant to draw snowflakes right there, but I accidentally drew a tree because I made a mistake. Yeah, because I meant to draw it right here, but I accidentally drew it right here where I was supposed to draw a snowflake. But everybody makes mistakes, so it's okay. I drew a penguin, drew a tree, I drew ice skates, I drew a boat, and I drew water. This is, all right, so this is some work that I had to do. An album cover brainstorm sheet. Album title, The Praiseworthy Ram. Yeah, it's called The Praiseworthy Ram. Artist name, you. My name's Anthony. All right. Music mood, circle 1. And I chose happy, energetic, and chill. Self-portrait plan. Sorry if I said this word right here incorrectly. Portrait. I think that's how you spell it. If I didn't, then let me know in the comments. But if YouTube turns off the comments, I'll just turn them back on. Because, yeah, I like it when the comments are on, so people can come. But anyways, this says self-portrait plan. Circle 1. Draw from observation. And I chose both. Color scheme, I think it says. Color scheme? I think it says color scheme. Circle 1. Yeah, this is all the extra stuff, but I chose warm reds, orange, and yellows. And in the font style, circle 1. Hand drawn, graffiti, decorative. Yeah, I was gonna do mine's graffiti. Yeah, let me know in the comments if this looks graffiti to you. Because I was gonna make it graffiti, but yeah, let me know if this is graffiti. Because I was planning on making it graffiti. Yeah, this is a worksheet that I have to complete. Yeah, oops. I accidentally dropped some paper on the floor. Yeah, I have a lot of artwork. Alright, this is a paper that I drew during my free time. I drew the number 760. Yeah, I drew this during my free time. I just drew the number 760. Alright. This is my sketch. I had to draw my full name on a paper, and I had to draw my interests. And this is the sketch. Yeah, this is the sketch. Now let me show you the final, because this is the sketch activity. Now this is the sketch project, but let me show you the final one. Let me find the final project. Yeah, this isn't it. Where's my final project? Hold on. Alright, this is my final project. So, this is where I drew my interests. So, digital communication arts. And these are the cameras right here. And I drew Eagles football, and I drew, sorry about that, I drew this on September 10th of 2025. And volleyball. Volleyball starts in spring. That's a spring sport. But I think I'm gonna do volleyball this school year. And the sign up, and when you're supposed to sign up for volleyball in February. Yeah, and in February I might sign up for volleyball because I've been wanting to try out for volleyball. Because I think I know how to play volleyball. You just use it with your hands, and then I think you kick it or something. Yeah, I think I know how to play volleyball. All right, now that was my final. Yeah, I might sign up to be on the volleyball team for Skyline Middle School. And I might sign up to be on the volleyball team for Skyline Middle School. All right, this is my November daily drawing paper. I drew a ship. I drew turkey. This is, I can't remember what this is. This is pie. This is a leaf. And I can't remember what this is either. Yeah, I didn't do this side because by the time it was December, so I didn't have to do this side. All right, this is my October daily drawing paper. I drew a pumpkin, a skeleton, a cat and a bunny. I drew a moon. I drew another pumpkin. Actually, no, this was a jack-o'-lantern. I drew a pumpkin, and I can't remember what this is. Yeah, but this was my October daily drawing paper. All right, and this is where I had to draw something that I thought was good, and I had to paint it. All right, these are apples, and these are mushrooms. I drew first, and then I painted it. I drew mushrooms, and then I drew apples. Yeah, this is good. All right, now, this is a pizza pie, I believe. And I drew a pizza pie. Yeah, this is where I had to draw a pizza pie, I think it's called. I think it's a pizza pie, or just a pie. Yeah, maybe a pizza pie. Or maybe just a pie, I don't know. But I drew a pie, though. Yeah, this is what I had to do in art class. Alright, so this is another worksheet. It says objective. Or maybe I should check the other side. Alright. What textures did you notice in your leaf? And how did you show them? I drew lines. It blended it. I made my artwork look amazing. Water, layering, mixed colors. Yeah. Yeah, and I think all this stuff is just some questions that I had to answer. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a worksheet I had to do. All right, now this is an emotional color pairing. This is curious. This is sad. This is angry. This is calm. This is thoughtful. This is joyful. This is confused. This is trusting. This is embarrassed. This is worried. This is fearful. And this is surprised. All right. This is emotional color pairing. This is something I had to do. There's no backside. All right. All right, now this is a color wheel challenge. It says color wheel challenge 3. Sorry, I drew in pen, and I think I might have drew a little sloppy. So you guys might not be able to read this, though. I don't know. Red, orange, yellow, pink, green, blue, purple. Yeah. Color wheel challenge 3. Yeah. Alright, now this is something else I drew during my free time. I drew a star and I drew my name 4 times. Yeah. And this is the number 3. I drew it colorful. This is something that I drew during my free time in art class. Alright, this is another worksheet that I had to do. So, I think this is something. Name, Anthony. Grade, I'm in 7th grade. And line, a mark with length and direction. A flat. Yeah, I think I might have erased it a little. I think I might have erased the words a little bit. Or I might have wrote sloppy. Yeah, I think I might have wrote a little sloppy. Or I was probably rushing because I wanted to have free time. Sometimes I usually rush through my work so I could have free time. But maybe I should stop doing that because maybe if I rush, it might take me even longer to finish my work. Because if I rush, then I might get answers on my paper incorrect. And the teacher might even make me try again. Because sometimes when you write sloppy, they'll even make you try again and write better. Because one time when I wrote sloppy, the teacher made me try again and write neatly. But I was just trying to rush through it so I could have free time. But that's not right. And sometimes I even get anxious when my classmate Joshua finishes his work before me. And I need to stop doing that because if I keep getting anxious whenever a classmate finishes their work before me, yeah, if I get anxious and if I try to rush through my work just so I could have free time, then it might take me even longer to finish my work. And I might have to try again. But yeah, this is my worksheet. And I think I probably wrote a little sloppy. Because, yeah, I might have been rushing so I could have free time. But I don't know. But I didn't, yeah, this might not be as good as, this might not be, yeah. I mean, I think it looks a little sloppy and I probably could have wrote this a little bit better. Yeah, I probably could have wrote this a little bit better because it looks kind of sloppy. Yeah, yeah, I gotta write like a serious 7th grader. I can't write like sloppy. I mean, I can't write sloppy. I gotta write good. And I can't rush through my work just so I could have free time. Because if I do that, then it might take me even longer to finish my work. And I might have to try it again. But yeah. Alright, I'm going to give you guys some time to read this. I might have not been able to finish this. But, yeah. Alright, this is something that I was gonna draw, but I didn't have time because it was 1 more minute until art class ended. So I had to stop drawing and I had to clean up. Or yeah, it was a few minutes, and art class was almost over. So I had to stop what I was doing. I had to stop drawing, and I had to clean up and get ready to go to my next period class. So I didn't get to finish the whole paper in art class because we were running out of time. Yeah. And this says value shifting. Instructions. Make dark, medium, and light values. Use the spaces below to practice. Then fill in the letters using the colors labeled below. Use drawing or painting tools of your choice or follow teacher instructions. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Dark, light, light, medium, light, medium, light. How did you change the value? Which tools worked well? Probably the pencils, probably the markers, maybe the pencils. I think the pencils worked good. Yeah. Yeah, there's like so much work because, yeah. Yeah, but this is where I was supposed to draw leaves, but I probably wasn't supposed to draw all this extra stuff right here. Yeah, I was supposed to be painting and drawing leaves. I probably wasn't supposed to be drawing all this extra stuff right here. Yeah, I probably wasn't supposed to be drawing all this extra stuff. I was probably only supposed to be drawing and painting the leaves. And I was about to draw the letter A, but I did the leaves instead. So this is what I did, and I also painted it. Oh, I thought I wrote my name on the back of the thing, but I didn't. Yeah, this. Alright, and this is another worksheet. I don't think I got to complete it. This says Visual Storytelling Project for 7th and 8th grade overview. Yeah, I'm in 7th grade right now, but in the 2026 through the 2027 school year, I'll be in 8th grade. But right now, I'm in 7th grade. But yeah. Sorry if I didn't give you time to read this. I guess I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time to read this. Alright, guys, I guess I'm going to move on. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to read this. Alright, I guess I'm going to move on again. Alright. So yeah, that was all of this packet. This was a worksheet. Yeah, this was a packet. This was a worksheet packet that I probably wasn't able to complete. But yeah, it was given to me, but I didn't get a chance to complete it. Yeah. Oh no, my phone's on 20%. I got a few more minutes left. Or I might have to do a part 2 video. I don't know. I might be able to get all this stuff on video. But yeah. My artwork looks like it's telling the story. I used a pencil and paper to my book. I probably meant to add more words. I probably made a mistake. The animals inspired me to make this book. My goal was to tell about the zoo. I liked my artwork. Yeah, I wrote this on October 9th, 2025. Yeah, this was like a few months ago. Yeah, I had to write this because eventually I did lose my December daily drawing paper, but I found it. But this is just an extra one though. Yeah. This was just something that I drew during my free time. Just numbers, a heart. Yeah, this is something that I drew during my free time in art class. Alright, this is something that I got my art teacher offered to give me this so I could draw during my free time. And I said yes, I wanted to draw this. And I didn't get to draw the whole paper because we were in the last 10 minutes, like it was probably like the last 10 minutes of class or something. So we probably had to clean up and get ready to go to our next class. So I didn't have time to draw the whole thing. So I didn't get to draw the whole thing. But yeah. That's the paper. Alright, this is another worksheet that I probably didn't get to complete. Yeah, it has no name on it and it has no date on it. And it has nothing on it because it's probably some work that I didn't get to complete. And I might not be able to complete it because today's the last day of the second marking period. And in the third marking period, we're going to be in new classes. So for the third marking period, I think my classes I'm going to probably have gym and music. Yeah, for the third marking period, I'm going to have gym and music. I'm going to give you guys some time to read this. Alright, so I'm going to go to the next slide. Yeah, this is probably some work that I didn't get to complete, so I didn't get any score on this because this is probably some work that I didn't get to complete in art class. Alright guys, this was my worksheet that I didn't get to complete. Yeah, I think I have still a lot more. Yeah, this is just a plain one. Yeah, this probably came out of somebody else's cubby. If it did, then I might have to take it back. I don't know. Alright, this is the sketch for the Brandywine Zoo, but then I drew it in a book. Anthony, this is my drawing. Streets in Brandywine Village: Washington Street, Concord Avenue, North Market Street, Baynard Boulevard, North Broome Street. Animals from the Brandywine Zoo: Scarlet Ibis, Golden Lion, Sandhill Crane. Yeah, this is the sketch for the story for the Brandywine Zoo. But yeah, the final I already showed. I think I showed you that first. Yeah, I think I have a little bit more. I think this is the final. Fun days at Brandywine Zoo. Brandywine Zoo is a zoo located in the North Brandywine neighborhood, which is practically called Brandywine Village. They have so many different animals such as golden lion, tamarins, Andean condors, bobcats, goats, North American porcupines, red pandas, bald eagles, lemurs, geckos, sandhill cranes, and scarlet ibis. I've been to Brandywine Village 383 times, and I've been to the Brandywine Zoo 100 times, and when I saw the gecko, I was afraid, but I liked the other animals. My favorite animals were the sandhill cranes and the scarlet ibis, and me and my imaginary friend Caesar. Yeah. This was the sketch. I guess this is the final for the story, I guess. All right, this is the last worksheet. So this says visualizing lyrics, guided brainstorm. 1. Song key lyrics. Song title: I Wish, Stevie Wonder. Because it... Alright, why did you choose this song? Because it is a song that interests me. Important lyrics to visualize: 2 to 3 lines. I wish those days could come back once more. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Mama gives you money for Sunday school. You trade yours for candy after church is through. Emotions you feel: circle or add your own. Happy, calm, energetic, sad, powerful, dramatic, dreamy, angry, hopeful, mysterious. My mood was powerful and hopeful. Change white and yellow. Sorry about that. Color choices that match the song: orange, white, and yellow. Art style ideas: circle. The options were collage, abstract, realistic, surreal, graphic, poster, pop art, and typography. And I chose collage. And visual imagery. I didn't get the right there, but this is the back of the paper. Images that appear in your mind: objects, symbols, places, textures, and colors. An object that appears in my mind is a magic key. And symbol that appears in my mind is a ram. And a place that appears in my mind is Pike Creek, Delaware. And a texture that appears in my mind, Pike Creek, Delaware, zip code 19801 is a place that appears in my mind. And a texture that appears in my mind is a fire texture. 4. Composition planning thumbnails. Thumbnail 1, magic key. Thumbnail 2, fire texture. Thumbnail 3, Pike Creek, Delaware, zip code 19871. 19711. Yeah. Yeah. Thumbnail 3. Pike Creek, Delaware, zip code 19711. Final direction. Which idea will you use? Why? Which idea will you use? And why? Stevie Wonder. I wish. Pike Creek, Delaware, and a magic key. Materials you'll use. Circle. Collage paper. Magazine images. Paint. Markers. Colored pencils. Digital. I chose digital. And another choice is typography and another. But I chose collage paper, magazine images, and digital. 6. Artist intent. What message or feeling do you want your artwork to communicate? It is going to be happy and joyful. Alright, this is a worksheet that I had to work on called Visualizing Lyrics, Guided Brainstorm. Alright, now this is a picture I had to draw with me, but I was supposed to only be drawing me, but instead I drew all this extra stuff. So I had to try again. Yeah, so my paraprofessional, Miss Carey, made me try again. But I did a good job when I tried again. Sometimes in life I have to try again. Alright, now I think this is the thing for the Visualizing Lyrics Guided Brainstorm. So this is from the lyrics. Time to be happy. This is the church, and this is the money for candy. And this is the money. Sneaking out the back door with those hoodlum friends of mine. He said, yeah. Sneaking out the back door with those hoodlum friends of mine. Sorry if I said this word incorrectly. Yeah, this is the, I think this is the song, this is the poster. Yeah, this is coming off a little bit, and I think it's gonna bug me. So I might get some glue and glue it back together. Because I know it's gonna bug me. Now last, we have this special one. And I had to paint to some music, and I had to paint how it made me feel. So it made me think about Anthony, Texas. And I'm actually really happy because there's a city in Texas that's the same letter, and it's my name. My name is Anthony, and there's a city in Texas called Anthony. And I researched it, and I found out that there's a city in Texas called Anthony. And I was a little surprised because I didn't know that there were going to be some places with my first name. But yeah, there's plenty of places with my first name, like St. Anthony's Church, St. Anthony's Padua School. That I think that school teaches like kindergarten through 8th grade. It's in Wilmington, Delaware, Hilltop. And I think they have a St. Anthony's Festival. It's in the west side neighborhood of Wilmington, Delaware. And I think it's in Hilltop. But yeah, I had to paint whatever the song. So my art teacher played a song, and I had to paint how it made me feel. And I had to paint what I was thinking about. And it made me think about Anthony, Texas, because it sounded like a little Texas song. So I wrote Anthony, Texas. And it made me think about Anthony, Texas. Yeah. This was the final. All right, now this was all my artwork from my art class, and I worked really hard on all of them. And I think I'm going to get a good grade for art because I think I'm a good artist. And I think that I do really good in art class. But I also have to still be a serious student. Like when I first walk in the room, I need to read the directions if they're on the smartboard. Yeah, but when I first walk in, I can't just automatically go in and take a break and walk around the room and roam and take a walk break around the room. I gotta follow directions first. But yeah, this is all my artwork from my art class. and I got to take it home. And this was all my finals because starting at I think January 27th will be the first day of the third marking period. And this is my last day of art class, because starting in the third marking period and starting at I think January 27th, I'm probably going to be in gym. I'm either going to start off with gym or music, but I don't know. But I do know that for the third marking period, my two exploratory classes will be gym and music. Yeah, but yeah. All right, guys. I just wanted to show you guys all of the things that I just wanted to show you all of my projects and worksheets and drawings from my art class. And I think that I did so good in art class. And I think that I did an amazing job doing my work. And I think I did super good on all of my work. I think I'm a good student, too. I think I might make Student of the Month for February. Yeah, that's what I think will happen. I might make Student of the Month for February, but I gotta be good every day. So if I want to make Student of the Month for February, then I have to be good every day. And I gotta be a serious student every day. And I'm going to be a serious student. I'm going to try not to misbehave. And I'm going to try not to do my own thing when I have a job to do. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all my artwork. Alright guys, I guess I'm going to end the vlog there. Alright guys, goodbye.